Let's have a look for the 19 of Mark Morris from Christchurch, the 47 of Jess Morris. Watch for the 57A of Dylan Forsey, just a young fella. I think his hero's Jeremy Webb. Jeremy Webb went up to Western Springs, former Waimea College student, went up to Western Springs the other day and won the feature race in a borrowed car. He was out at Miani a couple of weeks ago having a bit of a side and was leading the feature until he found a rut and promptly broke the car on one of the many Miani ruts out there.
Yeah, you find them out wide, yep.
Yep, so that got him caught, so watch for Ben Morgan too, another quickie that's a good traveller as well. Of course, them TQs would have been racing at Greymouth today. That'll be on Speedway Hive at some stage as I try and get the results coming through from Greymouth. We can tell you results from the sprint cars. It was 9N from 44T to 57 car there, 99, 40, 16, 95, 88 and 19C. DNS for 75 and 57. And the street stocks 77 and 35, 26. 11 as we're about to go underway.
And we are racing here for heat number 1 for our 3/4 midgets, brought to us by the team at Austin Transport. And this is the 23 car of Dylan Benjamin, who's got off to the best start here, followed by the 7 car of Morgan Frost, both the MTF Finance sponsor machine. But here comes the hard charging Alicia Hill down the inside, so she's moved her way up in the second place, getting by the 7 car of Morgan Frost as they start to make their way down the back straight. Looks like the 57 car all the way from Auckland. That's obviously the Dylan Forsey up there in 4th position with Mark Bizette rounding out your top 5 for this battle for the top 4 at the moment between the 2 MTF sponsored cars of Dylan Benjamin and Morgan Frost and Alicia Hill, as well as Dylan Forsey having a nice wee tongue or bell at the moment as Hill trying to hold off the 7 car of Morgan Frost for 2nd place as they start to make their way down the back straight. But Benjamin has opened up his lead by another car length, but here comes Alicia Hill. They're right back on his rear bumper as they pass me in the control tower, making their way through 1 and 2 shop corner down the back straight. Forsey still right on the back of the 7 car of Morgan Frost, just waiting for a mistake to happen, and then he'll be all over that one. It looks like the 84 car of Ben Morgan from Ruapuna Park has made his way up into 5th position, followed by the 99 of Bizette, then the 11 car of Joe Keane, then the 52 of John T. Austin in his new machine, followed by the 19 of Mark Morris, then the 47 car of Jess Morris, the 24 of Conan Bizette, and the 5 of Mike McWhinney, and then our last car on the field being the 4 car of Hayden Ebbs there, running with the high vis at the back. But the race leader at this point is still the 23 car of Dylan Benjamin. Morgan Frost has now made his way up into 2nd place, getting past Alicia Hill. Alicia back in 3rd, but she's got the hard charging Dylan Forsey all over the back of her at the moment as they start to make their way down the back straight. Forsey's got a nice wee run as they start to pile in through 3 and 4 Bigsy's Hill. And Forsey, he just can't quite make the pass stick at this point. White flags, we've got 1 more lap to go for our Austin Transport 3/4 midgets here for their Heat 1 race. And it will be from start to finish the 23 car of Dylan Benjamin who takes the race win out from the 7 car of Morgan Frost. In 3rd place will be the 6 of Alicia Hill, then the 57 of Dylan Forsey, then the 84 car of Ben Morgan, and then the rest of the field will be the 99 of Bizette, the 52 of Austin, the 19 of Morris, the 11 car of Keenan there, the 47 of Keane, and as well the 24 of Kynan Bizette. But these 3/4 midgets, no rollovers at this stage for our 3/4 midgets. Usually a feature here at Milestone over top of the South Speedway, just something I came up with over 3 years because some of our stock cars didn't like to hit Zane, and yeah, they just started rolling over, so we started a rollover count, and surprisingly this year, it's been the last 3 years we've had 11 rollovers. That counts a little side tips as well. But these cars, they're not racing massive fields as what we had over those last few seasons. But are still putting on some good, fast racing nonetheless. But a good race win there to the MTF sponsored car of Dylan Benjamin. He's made his way. Now time for heat number 2 for our 3/4 midgets, brought to us by the team at Austin Transport, and it is Ruapuna all front row, and it is the 47 car of Jess Morris on the inside. On the outside of her will be the 84 car of Ben Morgan. Row 2, good 3 will be the 19C car of Mark Morris. On the outside of him will be the 5 of Mike McWhinney. Oh, a bit of wheel rubbing there between our second row cars, the 19 of Mark Morris and the 5 of Mike McWhinney. Not too sure what's happening there, getting a bit too close to each other. And off grid 5 will be the 52 car of John T. Austin. On the outside of him will be the 24 car of Kynan Bazette. So as we get ready here for heat number 2 for our 3/4 midgets, brought to us by Austin Transport, we are racing. And it's straight into the lead there for the 84 car of Ben Morgan, who makes his way into the lead as they make their way down the back straight. John T. Austin trying a nice wee dive in there for second place. They'll have to hold on to third for now as he makes his pass now, just past me in the control tower for second, as we've completed 1 lap already out of 10 for our 3/4 midgets for their heat number 2. Ben Morgan is still leading it at the moment from the 52 of Austin, then the 19 of Morris, then the 6 car of Alicia Hill. Hill trying to go down the inside of the 19 of Morris for third place, but can't quite get the job done as they start to make their way into 3 and 4. Bigsy's Hill got Dylan Forsey all over the back of her now, so Alicia's just trying to get past the 19 car of Mark Morris as well, hold on to that 4th position over the 50 car of Dylan Forsey, but the only way around the 19 car of Mark Morris was around the outside, and Dylan Forsey following suit a lap later. So Hill up into 3rd place. Forsey's eventually going to be in 4th as they make their way down the back straight. Mark Morris will have to settle back for 5th position. Jess Morris in the 47 car still in 6th from Kynan Bazette, Dylan Benjamin, Morgan Frost, and then Mike McWhinney rounding out your top 10 at this stage. But Morgan leading this one by about half of the front straight over the 52 car of John T. Austin. Then the 6 car of Alicia Hill from the 57 of Forsey. No real change in the order at the moment. It's all pretty even racing. The only real battle on is for about 6th, 7th and 8th, and that's between the 47 of Morris, the 23 of Benjamin. Benjamin gets past Morris for that 6th position. Morris back in 7th, and Morgan Frost in 8th. We got a spin around there. There's the 29 car of Kynan Bazette there on the exit of corner number 2. And that is going to bring on an orange light for a couple more laps to go. So it's for the 24 car of Kynan Bazette. So we have 2 more laps down, so we've got a 2-lap or shootout pretty much to determine heat number 2 of our Austin Transport sponsored 3/4 midgets here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. But we'll get the 24 car of Kynan Bazette spun back around. And is this one of the self-starting ones? I think the Bazette one's, oh no, it's a push one. Just the 99 car of Mark, that's a starter. There's smoke coming there from the 4 car of Hayden Edge. I think that's just a bit of hot water dripping down there. And we'll get the 24 car of Kynan Bazette back up to the rest of the race field. So at the moment 7 laps gone now out of 10, so it's a 3-lap shootout. Ben Morgan, your race leader from the 52 of Austin. Then the 6 car of Alicia Hill from the 57 of Dylan Forsey, then the 19 car of Mark Morris. So as we get ready, lights are out, so they're going to go racing this time by. Ben Morgan will set the pace. Will he jump the start? Got a couple of car lengths early. He will go around that 3/4 mark of 3 and 4 as we are racing. So Alicia Hill in 3rd position. She's trying to go around the outside of the 52 car of John T. Austin as they make their way around 3 and 4. Bigsy's Hill. It's right flag next time by for our competitors. So Alicia Hill trying that high line around the outside, but it's not really working. She's going to drop down into 4th position, but it might open the door up for 2nd place though, if she can get that line. She can't quite get it though. White flag, 1 more lap to go for the 84 car of Ben Morgan. Dylan Forsey though up in a 3rd place. John T. Austin trying to hold on to 2nd. He might be able to slide down the inside as Dylan Forsey. He will do. Forsey picks up 2nd place. Ben Morgan's going to take the race win. John T. Austin is going to finish in 3rd. From the 6th car of Alicia Hill, then the 23 of Benjamin, then the 7 of Frost, the 19 of Morris, the 47 of Morris, the 99 of Bazette, and then the 11 of Joe Keane. But Dylan Forsey, cool, calm, under pressure, and just waited for the 52 car of John T. Austin to make a mistake, and he capitalised on that one, coming down the inside on 3 and 4 Bigsy's Hill. A beautiful job done there by the 57A car, all the way from, or representing Waikaraka Park, but I'm pretty sure he's located down in the South Island, the 57 car of Dylan Forsey. Good stuff here.
Well, Gabe, it shows just how quickly things can change out there. You're right down to those last couple of laps, and then a small momentary lapse like that, and someone else has managed to pick up that 1 extra place, and all of those points matter. We're not at the business end of the season yet. Obviously, after Christmas, mistakes like that are going to matter even more. But at this time, must be a great feeling to be able to put a few more points away in the bank for those big championships that we've got coming up later in the season.
Yeah, exactly. And as well, it's, as you said earlier, it's not over till that fat lady sings. I tell you what, because you've got to be on the ball for 10 or 12 or however many laps you have, because we've seen it from time and time again. It doesn't matter whether you lead lap 1 or lap 11, as long as you lead the lap with the checkered flag flying, that is all that matters at the end of the day. So as long as you can pick up those points, that is all valuable.
Have you got a program there? Spare one?
Rightio, race fans, welcome back. Awesome to have there Joel Myers Jr. as well. Daniel Anderson up here. Awesome for them to take their time out of their night before they get ready for 25 laps of sprint car feature action here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. But it is time for our feature race for our 3/4 midgets, brought to us by the team, as always, at Austin Transport. And off the front row, it's going to be the 84 car of Ben Morgan and the 57 car of Dylan Forsey at the moment. And then the next row back, looks like it's the 23 and the 6 as we are racing here 15 laps of 3/4 midget action, and we are orange just like that. So it might have been a wee bit of a false start. So we'll restart them again. So Morgan and Forsey, your front row. Then we've got Benjamin and Hill. And there'll be Frost and Austin off row number 3. Off row number 4, it'll be Mark Morris in the 19C car. On the outside of him will be the 99 of Mark Bazette. 5th row will be the 47 of Jess Morris. On the outside of her will be the 11 car of Joe Keane. And then it'll be the 24 of Conor Bazette and the 5 of Mike McWhinney as we are racing for 15 laps of Austin Transport sponsored 3/4 midget action here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. And Alicia Hill in the 6 car has got it up to about 2nd position already, right on the back bumper of the 57 car of Dylan Forsey, as there's a 3-wide battle by shop corner. It looks like the 7 car of Morgan Frost, the 23 of Dylan Benjamin, and the 84 car of Ben Morgan, all involved there. But Morgan Frost in the MTF Finance sponsor machine, he's looking to go high and wide in this one, as the 2 MTF Finance sponsor machines of Dylan Benjamin and Morgan Frost going battle between each other at the moment. Ben Morgan in 5th position. But your race out the front is the 57 car of Forsey. Oh, we got a spin around, And it's the 7 car of Morgan Frost, and there's a concertina, and we have our first rollover. No, I don't think it is. Almost a rollover for the season. So the cars involved there are the 7 car of Morgan Frost, the 19 car of Mark Morris, and now I've got to figure out the other one. It might be the 24 car of Kynan Bazette, is it? I think it might be the 24 car of Kynan Bazette involved in that one. So the 3 car incident there obviously started by the 7 car of Morgan Frost spinning it up there. And just everyone catching suit, a few cars narrowly avoiding that carnage, but Morris and Bazette couldn't quite avoid it. Obviously going at rapid speeds, coming on the exit of a corner. Very hard to stop, let alone avoid something.
It is that time of the night as well. These drivers have been out there putting their bodies through the paces. Concentration starts to slip a wee bit. People are getting tired. We're in the dark now. So, mistakes happen. Concentration isn't there. These are big races. There's a lot going on for these drivers.
As well, this track's starting to dry out as well. So you've got to really make sure you're on the ball for the whole night, especially when you've got about 4 or 5 cars that can really win anything here, especially with these 3/4 midgets. Very even class for their feature race, 15 laps as we count down to our collision centre. Sponsored Sunshine Classic here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway, 25 laps of furious sprint car action, and these cars, and guys and girl, will put on an absolute show for you. You can guarantee your bottom dollar that wide line will be used as much as you can. So hopefully you got some hats, some glasses, so you can see this feature race, because once we go green, that dust will rise, and hopefully it's a good event or racing on the track for you. Hopefully not too dusty. Obviously here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway, being the tight track that it is, dust does eventually come up. So we want to make sure that stays out of all your eyes as well.
That 25 laps as well is going to give plenty of room for change, so it's going to be interesting. There is going to be space for those positions to be moving, especially through the middle of the pack. So be excited about it, folks. That 25 lapper is going to be an absolute blinder, no doubt about it.
It's going to be interesting as well with all the cars on the track, how fast they catch up to the lap markers as well, trying to avoid them, trying to get past them, and then obviously if any yellow lights happen as well. So by about 3 or 4 laps, they'll probably start to hit the lap markers, the lead cars. So it's going to be a lot of chopping and changing, trying to do slide jobs, picking your timing, picking your moment, and trying to make the most of it. As we'll just get the 3 cars off the track, the 7 car of Morgan Frost, the 24 of Bazette, as well as the 19 of Morris. So we've got the 9 cars left on the track for our 15 lap feature. We've only done 3 laps of 15, so we've still got 12 more laps to go here for our Austin Transport sponsored 3/4 midgets, in association with this one with the team at Carpet Plus. As the lights are out, will start to pick up their pace as they start to make their way down the back straight. So Dylan Forsey holds the pace at the moment. Will Alicia Hill go? She'll have to go with Forsey, and we are racing. And Forsey didn't get the greatest start. Alicia Hill tried the slide job, but she's blocked the 57 car of Forsey, so Forsey's going to have to try and make a move now on the 6 car of Alicia Hill, and a wee bit of a bad start to the PTS Logistics sponsored 57 of Dylan Forsey, but he's right behind the 6 car of Alicia Hill, and so is the 23 car of Dylan Benjamin, slowly trying to catch up to them, as well as the 52 car of Austin, and then the 84 of Ben Morgan rounding out your top 5. But we have 5 laps gone out of 15 laps, so we've got 10 more laps to go, and Alicia Hill leads this one by a couple of car lengths already over the 57 car of Dylan Forsey from the 23 of Dylan Benjamin. Benjamin though, looks like he's starting to get hounded now by the 52 car of Jonty Austin, who's slowly trying to creep up on him, as well as the 84 car of Ben Morgan, trying to pick up another position as they pass me on the control tower. But still, Alicia Hill holding on at the moment as they try and make their way down the back straight into 3 and 4, keeping beautiful lines at the moment. She's going to go Hundy for 15 laps, so she's got 40 laps here of straight racing. Does Alicia Hill, a bit less horsepower at the moment behind the bonnet, as she makes her way into 3 and 4. Bigsies Hill keeping nice, beautiful, clean lines, and just keeping that same margin over the 57 car of Dylan Forsey for the lead. Dylan Benjamin and the 23 still in third from the 52 of Austin and the 84 of Morgan. That's where the real battle is at the moment between 4th and 5th, is between the 52 car of Austin and the 84 of Morris. As well, a nice wee battle there happening between 7th and 8th between Keane and Jess Morris. So Keane and Morris, a couple of the back markers at the moment, having a nice wee ding-dong battle. Morris trying to sneak down the inside of the 11 car. Keane gets the job done there, so she'll move up into 7th place. But Alicia Hill, ever since she got out in front of the 57 car of Dylan Forsey at that restart, has just pinned the ears back and gone full into it. And as she starts to come up on a few of our lap markers, it's the 5 car of Mike McWhitty. 13 laps gone out of 15, so she's only got a couple more laps to go. As Mike slows it down just a wee bit, allows the door to open just slightly for the 57 car of Dylan Forsey, but he's going to have to make pretty much a winning lotto ticket happen from there. As there's white flag, 1 more lap to go for the 6 car of Alicia Hill, barring any major incident, as she makes her way into 3 and 4 Bigsies Hill. She'll come out of it. Alicia Hill will pick up the feature race for the 3/4 midgets. Dylan Forsey will finish in 2nd place. Dylan Benjamin will finish in 3rd. And 4th will be the 52 car of Jonty Austin from the 84 car of Ben Morgan, rounding out your top 5. Then it'll be the 99 of Mark Bizette. Then the 47 of Jess Morris from the 11 car of Keane. The 5 of McWhinney. And then DNFs to Frost, Morris and Bizette. But a good race win. She's got to go straight from a TQ into a sprint car. So there'll be no checkered flag for Alicia Hill tonight.
Well, that has got to be a fantastic confidence booster for her, Gabe, as she goes into the sprint car, jumping from one to another, ready to go out there and to do 25 more laps. It is an absolute monster, but she has been a battler this evening, and it is great to see her picking up the checkered flag. That is going to set her in a great mindset with confidence for that next race, which is the big feature for us here tonight. It is the Collision Centre Sunshine Classic. The sprint car's out. They are going to be out here making the most of this amazing track. We've heard it from several of the drivers. You've heard it from the horse's mouth, how good this track is looking tonight. And so Alicia Hill will be right back out onto it in just a moment.
She literally has just gotten out of her car.
She is going to the next one.
She's literally parked the TQ in the pits here in the infield. She's running back now. She's going to go get the sprint car. So hopefully someone... This might be interesting. I think we might just leave the TQ there. She's going for a runabout.